Right guys, another vlog today. Today is chest day, so it's going to be a good one either way. I did legs yesterday, and basically what I'm doing these days is not having as many pre-workout meals and snacks. So I'll basically limit myself to one pre-workout meal for one of those 4 days. So whether it be chest, legs, arms or back. But as I said, I had pre-workout carbs yesterday, so although I'd usually do that on a chest day, today I'm not having any major calories, so usually it would be sort of 600 to 800, maybe up to 1,000 calories pre-workout. But today I'm just having one of these, or I've already had one basically, so minimal calories in there. Basically just not taking off from my meals after the gym. So watermelon's really good because it's got hydration with the water, it's not got a lot of calories, so if you're dieting, it's great. And basically super low calorie but high density, so it's going to help fill my stomach up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This cost me 50 baht for 3 of those, which is basically £1.20. So each of these containers was literally only 40 pence, which is just absolutely crazy. So yeah, a whole one of these, you know, in England that would be probably a couple of quid just for that. So yeah, I'm going to Go Gym again today, which I think that is where I trained chest last time, so it might be getting a little bit repetitive, and I can't do many different chest exercises for my heavy compounds. So I can only do close grip bench press, but because I'm doing arms tomorrow, I'm not gonna tire myself out with that. So basically, chest press machine as well is a bit out of the question because just the way my wrist is fixed in position, I can't actually get a full range of motion on that. So I'll still try a few different machines because you never know, there might be one that crops up that feels great, but for the most part I'm pretty much limited to Smith machine incline, which I don't mind, I absolutely love that. And if it was to get boring, then what I'd probably do is just keep the pec flies in and then add a few more shoulder exercises, because my chest is probably my strongest muscle group, and since I'm dieting, it doesn't take as much to maintain it than it would be if I wanted to grow. So yeah, long story short, just gonna have a coffee now. This is gonna be before we get to the gym, and I've just had the watermelon. This is gonna be like as I get to the gym to give me a bit more caffeine. And then I've got a bottle of water, which I've basically been adding in a pack of electrolytes every day. So a pack of these, this is only about 12p per sachet, and cheaper and a lot less calories than the Gatorade which I was having. So yeah, gonna get ready now, head on the way, and then I'll join you guys for the first set of incline bench press. Right, just quickly show you guys the fit check here, nothing crazy, but we've got the gas bottoms. So these are the only bottoms that I bought from the UK with me. So just on a chest day, I do prefer to kind of wear bottoms and just kind of blues and the reds match the t-shirt. But yeah, this one I got from a vintage market. Pretty cropped and small, but yeah, it's just good for a pump basically. So I think this was about 50 baht, which is like £1.20, so really good price. Classic Oakley hat. I know I wear this hat in every single video. I did bring a couple more with me, but they've just got a lot of text over them, and so unless I'm wearing like a really minimal fit or just kind of like all one colour, it just doesn't really go. Yesterday I went to a market in Chiang Mai and literally picked out like 6 or 7 different hats which looked okay, and just none of them fit my head properly. So yeah, I do need to get another hat. Hopefully I'll pick one up soon, but for now, sticking with the Oakley. This is crazy. I have not even touched a dumbbell. I've just been having water and that watermelon, and I swear to God, that's just flowing through my veins there. That's crazy, what the hell. So yeah, it should be a good one.
So the first bit of this video is muted, unfortunately, guys, so I'll just go do a quick voiceover while I'm editing. But basically, at this point in time, looking back, I'm still very strong on the incline chest press machine, or the Smith machine, whatever you want to call it. But basically, recently I've been dropping the weight just a touch, but then I'd say in the last 2 weeks I haven't actually been able to do any Smith machine incline bench press. When I say I haven't been able to, I have tried. I've been to a few gyms. One of them there was no Smith, the other one it was out of order, etc. And to be honest, I'm not too bothered. Like, I'm literally now in the last week of this diet when I'm actually narrating this, so obviously this is a bit in the past, but basically what I'm saying is I'm very excited to get back and start to build up my strength on this exercise again. So yeah, I've got a lot of insane gyms and workouts that you guys obviously haven't seen this video is filmed in Chiang Mai, and then I go on to visit many other islands. So you've got Koh Tao and Koh Samui, Koh Lanta, go some gyms in Krabi, Vietnam, etc. But basically, when that series finishes and when I then ultimately finish my dieting phase, they should coincide around the same time. And I'm obviously speaking, because this is happening pretty soon to when I'm doing this voiceover, I'm going to be scaling my calories up and going into a reverse diet. And basically at that point in time, I'm going to be training back in Thailand, and I'm going to visit a lot of the gyms that I've already been to before and be a bit more strategic with where I train certain body parts. So in the dieting phase, I was quite open-minded because I didn't need a lot of weight and I didn't need a specific type of stimulus to initiate muscle growth or a, hypertrophy effect within me, because I'm just trying to maintain the strength and muscle mass that I've got to the best of my ability while losing that body fat. But as I'm trying to really focus on specific muscle groups, and ultimately that then leads me on to focus on specific exercises and make sure that I'm progressively overloading. So for example, if that may be a hamstring curl, let's just say, I might then choose a gym which has got multiple hamstring machines, or even just one which works absolutely fantastic for me, and then I can look to progress that over the weeks and over the months. And that same premise can go for anything. So it could be literally a ab machine, it could be that gym has got certain attachments for lat pull downs, it could be that it's got a deadlift platform. So obviously that for me means that I'm going to profit off it more in terms of actually building muscle, and therefore I can kind of look to plan my week a bit more efficiently. So for example, I will make sure that I'll go to a gym that has, a Smith machine bench if that's exactly what I want to do on that day, because I feel that if I don't do it, and I've had that in mind to try and progress as the main compound for my chest, for my shoulders, etc., then that's just kind of going to mess up the plan a little bit. And the alternative for me, for example, a pec deck or something else, wouldn't actually probably be heavy enough, because for my strength and size at this point in the diet, I can already still max out the pec deck. So you know what I'm saying? If that was to increase at a dramatic rate, which it should do as you scale up the calories, even if you do it at a lean bulk effect, the strength, because of obviously those increasing calories, the glycogen, your ability to recover, you'll probably sleep better, probably better inflammation, and just more motivation to go heavy, even a bit more protection around the joints and stuff like that. It should just mean that strength skyrocket up. And also it's a neurological connection as well, so trying to build up those motor pathways. But overall, if you've been building up the muscle for years, at least months, then you should have a decent understanding. And if you haven't neglected that exercise for months on end, then coming back to it will basically be quite easy. Obviously, if you're a powerlifter or someone like that, to get back to your absolute peak, that is going to take a decent amount of time, and you will have to get stabilized and ready to move that weight with your tendons, your ligaments, and your central nervous system. It's not just as simple as the muscles. So you have to get, acclimated to a different weight each week as you grow and as you get heavier and heavier with the added muscle mass. So yeah, pretty much at the end of the voiceover here, guys, but I'll jump you back into the check-in when I then realize that my microphone is on. But yeah, I'm just smashing chest and shoulders here. As you can see, different shoulder machine than I'd usually use, but worked very well for me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you in the next voiceover.
Right, I've just realised that for this entire fucking session, I've not even been doing a voiceover because the microphone wasn't turned on. So it is what it is, not ideal, but what are you gonna do about it? So I probably won't talk about everything that I've just discussed on the mic, because when I do the voiceover, that will give me some talking points. And yeah, rather than just repeating myself, let's look to the rest of the session. So just done one set on there, narrow grip, switching it up from last time. So I'm going to do that again for at least another 2 sets. I think for me, my chest and shoulder days are quite low volume, and that is how I like to keep them. I don't like to jump around and do so many different exercises. but also I am kind of limited, so it does make things easier for me to decide. So I did mention in the intro when I was filming on my iPhone that the only kind of pressing that I can do really is Smith machine incline chest press or narrow grip close grip. If I do narrow grip, I can do that on a free weight barbell. So I guess there's like, yeah, kind of 3 variations that I could do. I can either do a wide grip incline press on a Smith, I can do a close grip press on a Smith, or I can do a close grip barbell. But close grip's going to work a lot of your triceps as well. I'm not opposed to doing close grip press, but it is a lot more triceps, and I feel like because I'm doing a whole arm day, if I added it in today, one is going to take away a little bit from my chest and put a bit more of the focus on my triceps, but also it's just another press added into the week. And personally I do find that pressing creates a lot of inflammation and potential for injury, so I don't try and limit it. Like, I'm still doing chest press every 4 days, and I'm doing 4 crazy sets there, as you can see, and I'm doing some shoulder press machine, but then that will be it for me until I move to the next chest day. So on my tricep day I no longer do, you know, close grip or anything like that. I'll just keep it as it is. That might change in the future, but right now it's working well for me. So I've had enough rest, I'm gonna go for another set. I'll move the angle around slightly, and then this will be the last set that I'll record for this one. Full stack again. Super slow on these first 50. Quick 5. Oh my god. Those last 5, like, fucking hell, man. They burn so much in a good way. Right. Rest for me, 3 minutes. I'll do another one. And then it'll either be pec flies or lateral raise machine. But to be honest, it just depends what's free. A lot of the time the pec fly machine is taken, so I'll just go lateral raise machine first. But if they're both free, I usually do pec flies first because it's in high demand, so I don't want to have to wait for it basically. So yeah, not too much confusion with the logic. Whatever's free I'll pretty much take. I don't mind dumbbell flies, but I definitely prefer machine flies where you've got that constant tension the whole way. So yeah, a little rest and then we'll see for the accessories. Right then, we made it to the pec fly, so this is good. I managed to secure this one, so I'm not going to have to wait for ages after this. So basically, got the full stack on here because this pec fly machine is doable with a full stack, so if I can do it, I may as well go for a big set. Go nice and heavy. So I'll probably just record 1 on him, maybe 2, but yeah, not too exciting. But nevertheless, really fucking good exercise, so exciting for me. Right, let's see how many we can get on this. Oh, that was a very, very good set there. Absolutely perfect weight. I mean, I've gone full stack, so I couldn't really add much more, but... Right then, guys, last exercise, okay? So we're on to lateral raises for the side delts here. So I'm only probably gonna do 3 sets on here, just because I do feel like shoulders have been worked quite a lot on the shoulder press. Granted, that was more front delts. Yeah, just the volume that I'm doing per week is good for me, in my opinion. I don't want to overdo it and then hurt my rotator cuffs when I'm in a diet. So I've just done like literally 2 or 3 reps on this, just to make sure that the seat's in the right position, etc. And now we're going to go for it. So I'll probably only record 1 on here. Sometimes I'll do more because the angle sometimes looks crazy on the delts, but because I'm not wearing a stringer, there's not really much to see. So we'll do this one, record this, then I'll do 2 more at least, go pose down, and then after that I'm going to do my cardio. So yeah, quite cool, bit of Muay Thai going on behind me. Right, let's go high rep. That was such a good set. I absolutely love lateral raise machines like this one. Right, all done with that one, so I'm now going to head outside, get a pose down, because there's just like obviously there's these lights in the middle of the gym, but it's pretty busy, even if it doesn't look it. Like there is a lot of people in here, it's just not very respectful to pose down in the middle of the gym. So I'm going to go outside, get a pose down, come back, 20 minutes of cardio, and then call it a day. Right then, all done with that chest session. That was a very, very good one. So I know the lighting's not amazing out here, but just a little bit of down lighting is going to make a load of difference. So to be honest, not really much to see through this t-shirt. So we'll just get straight into the proper pose down. Also, just a quick one. I don't know why abs look more shredded here, but that looks pretty crazy. Nice. See how we're looking. Okay, perhaps a little bit of an angle will be better. How's that looking? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so just run for a few poses first. So yeah, shoulders and chest obviously should be the most pumped because that is what I worked through the whole session. But arms a little bit as well there, triceps. But you can see, like, just when I'm relaxed, standing there, I'm starting to get separations in the chest, and then if I actually tense, striations will come out a lot more. But yeah, just relaxed here, can tell the difference between when I was fully bulked. So chest, shoulders here, we'll go for a double bicep, vacuum, shoulders do feel very, very pumped, which obviously is going to be helped from the fact that I just finished on side delts. Yeah, see, that's what we're looking for. Delt separation, tricep completely cut in there. And then abs as well, they're feeling good. See if we can get the same on this side. It's half posing to see what progress is like and half trying to get a sick thumbnail, which both is fun. Tricep this side. Quick back pose. Try the lats here. I haven't got a mirror, so not too sure if that's in shot or not, but hopefully it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, people. Quick roundup of the session while we're here. So that was 4 sets of Smith machine incline bench press, all at around 45 degrees. So pretty much the highest that I'd go to call it a chest press. After that, I then did 3 sets of kind of laying down shoulder press, front delt focus, so neutral grip there, basically trying to engage more of the front delts here, as you can see. That's quite a cool pose actually. And then after that one, I did 3 sets full stack on the pec fly machine, and then also went on and did 3 sets of a lateral raise machine. So very kind of simple. 4 presses for the chest, 3 for the shoulder, 3 accessories for the chest, and then 3 for the shoulder. And when I say 3, I just mean sets, not exercise, of course. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. As always, drop a subscribe. I'm chasing, well, at the time of filming this, I'm chasing 350 subscribers, so I'm very close. So it'll be really interesting to see what I'm on when I actually edit this one, see if it's climbed up at all. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and as always, the only way is up.